Hello once again, Internet people. K-Meatballs here, playing Feed the Beast Minecraft Direwolf 20 pack. 1.6.4 pack version 1.0.12. As you can see, I've been making some updates here. I'm starting to fill in the foundation for our tree farm. Finished off the this part over here. I like it. It's got this kind of, I like the whole unified mud brick kind of look. Still don't know what I'm going to do for the cobble there. It's too bright. I got to figure out something to do. And this whole farm is backed up because basically I've been filling everything up with supplies. So we have some things that I've changed here. I've added on a second iron furnace for charcoal processing just to keep up with the demand. As you can see, the barrel's no longer here. I've moved it inside. These are quick to follow. They're not going to stay here forever. Right now, I've reversed the whole sludge processing system. It goes down underground and actually all the way back into the main base. So let's go take a look at what's going on in there. Fly down here. Still really poor on things like lead and dark iron, but put in a laser system here for the assembly table, because I figure we're gonna get into logistics pipes and that kind of thing pretty quick. Just got a transfer node, liquid transfer node running up to here. Just a single engine up there. I'm ready to add a second one. I just haven't crafted it yet. And I have charcoal running from over here. Let's see here. We'll get to that. Back here, I've got barrels for all the various different types of garbage. This charcoal barrel, it feeds up through the ceiling and over to the laser and to my iron furnace at my workstation, so that way I don't have to restock it. And the pipe here is now supplying our steam boiler consistently with charcoal that's coming in from the tree farm. So all of this stuff is just the auto workbenches we set up from before. An iron furnace now for mud ball processing instead of the redstone furnace one, just because there was no power here and I didn't want to run a dynamo. Very basic stuff. All these barrels are all still temporary too. I don't want this system here, and it'll be going into the greater system that we'll be creating later. So what do we want to do today? Well, we want to get some little bit of automation done on this stuff. Honestly, I don't have it completely done just because I don't have all the materials for this, but I will try to get as far as I can here. So, what do we have? First of all, I'm going to pick up some of this stuff. First thing what I want to do is, well, this was really easy. This is just a item duct coming out of the storage from the lacerator straight over to the mixer, because that's all it does. You see I've got some iron in here. Stack of iron gives me 2 stacks of clean iron gravel and a bunch of sludge. Now the sludge can be turned into clay balls, but the clay balls I want to stack into clay blocks like this. So what I'm going to do is, let's see here. I'm going to put, let's see here, that there. Iron furnace goes there, and we will switch that around and need a servo. Good thing I made a whole bunch before starting here. Install a servo here, and what are we going to put into it? Ignore what I want to do. Actually, go figure. I want to put charcoal in here as a whitelist, which is the same as this one here. So basically this, as you can see, it's starting to fill up. This will keep this iron furnace powered. And then what we'll do is we are going to run that there with a servo. And let's get some sludge. There we go. Gonna take some. Why am I? Stupid bat form. Bat form's great for getting around 1x1 holes, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. So whitelist for sludge. So the sludge will get burned into clay. So see if you see that, we'll see that in a second here. See, clay, and then the clay will go through the packager and get stamped into clay blocks. So that takes care of that, and I'm just going to run the item duct over to here. All right, come on, there we go. Nope. And then that'll hook into the rest of our system. Now, what do we want to do here? Well, there's a few different things we want to do. Out of the mixer, we're going to get clean iron gravel. We're going to get sludge, which we've dealt with. And we're going to get a bucket. Now, they all need to go different places. The sludge will go into there. And the clean ores will go into these. But what about the bucket? Now, what we need to do is... Actually, I've forgotten to make a couple of machines. So I will be right back once I've made those. All right, so I've got our machines here. First one is the aqueous accumulator, obviously good for procuring water. And the second one is the, what's it called, fluid transposer. Now, this thing's going to need a little bit of a setup here. So let's get this thing placed. All right. And I was debating how to power this, whether I wanted to just run another steam dynamo or whatever. And what I think I'll do is I'll just tap off the steam with a steam engine. And let's see here. I think this should work. At any rate, I'm hoping it'll work. Maybe not. Maybe I've screwed this up. Oh, am I getting desynced here? What's going on? Let's steam. Put it like that. Should be getting steam, right? Okay, well, maybe I'm just being stupid. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I just wound up using is I just used a steam dynamo here. And, you know, it feeds the steam and it seems to be all right. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. And everything's still running fine. So who cares? It's set up. Whatever. So now that fluid transposer has power to it. And... ignore redstone. The configuration, we're going to input from the top and the bottom. Nothing from the sides. From the bottom, there we go. And from the back, we're going to output. So let's figure this out. Now this is a little complicated here. Going to output from that side, and I'm going to need one of these. Let's get all this crap out of here. All right, so pneumatic servo, and we're going to output at all times. And the input here also need a pneumatic servo. We're going to input empty buckets, whitelist. So what this is going to do is this is going to input empty buckets. Full buckets will come out of here, and they'll get piped out of here. Now, that really doesn't do anything for us right now, because if we let this fill, this bucket has nowhere to go, because there's nothing on the system here. So, where should we put it? Well, we need to put it in a specific slot in the mixer. We want to put it right here. And to do that, you can't just pipe it in there. That's not going to work. You know, it'll go to a random location. It'll be a problem, whatever. So we're going to make a router. Now this is a factorization router. It uses dark iron, an ender pearl, an eye of ender, and an egg for whatever reason. I don't know, the power of eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook that up here. And once again, another pneumatic servo. And we're going to, this one, we are going to whitelist full buckets, which there should be a full bucket coming in here. Oh, it already went through. Okay, well, let's put this bucket back in here. Let it fill, and we're going to take it. We're going to input full buckets. So only full buckets get to go in here. And I'll just make it one full bucket, whatever. Now this item router will insert into the top side. Now let's put it into slot 0, 1, 2, 3. So when we put the bucket in here, it puts it into here. 0, 1, 2, 3. Those are the slots. 0, 1, 2, 3. So this will run the processing, clean, it'll clean the ore or whatever, right? And it'll produce the bucket out here. Now to get that bucket out, we're almost there. This is complicated as all crap, but we're getting there. And I'll fix that lead wire in a second here. We're going to extract from here. Once again, another pneumatic servo. And we're going to take out of here everything. And we need to set up some stuff here. So, actually, I'm just going to do one because I'm a little low on pneumatic servos. Go figure, you use a ton of these. And we will set this to a whitelist, so that's fine. And so what we're going to do is we're going to specifically whitelist stuff that we want to put into the furnace here. So, once I connect all this up, including there, 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 and there. And then let's just fix the pipe wire that we screwed up. Or not pipe wire, lead wire. Fix that. So now what's happening is the water bucket enters here. The mixer runs. We get a mix. The bucket gets sucked out. Gets dumped into the liquid transposer, the fluid transposer, sorry. It gets filled up. See, there it goes. And then it instantly gets sent back to the router, which puts it back into slot 3, so then the process begins all over again. So let's walk through that again. So the mixer does its thing. Finishes up. I'll take one of these out. The bucket gets sucked out, gets dumped into here. In a moment. The pipes are a little slow, but there you go. Bucket fills up and gets dumped by the router back into the same slot. So now we have processing. The sludge, you don't even see, because what it does is it automatically dumps out of here and goes over to the to here where it's getting processed. You can see that it was recently working on something here. So actually, once this cycle completes, you should see some more sludge showing up in here. Gets processed, and then we're good to go. So that's all working, and we're getting lovely clay out the other end. Whew. Wow. Sorry for the ears there. Just whistled. But yeah, there we go. Pretty complicated automation, but once it's set up, it kind of runs forever. And the way that you make this work a little bit better, because obviously it's got to wait for the bucket to be processed, is that you just add another bucket to the system. What I tested this in creative, and what I found is about 4 buckets is enough to keep it backlogged. 3 to 4, depending on how many pipes you're running. Since we've whitelisted all of the outputs here, it's very important to whitelist all the outputs so that you don't wind up with buckets in your furnaces and that kind of thing. So what we'll do on the whitelist here is we're going to add the clean iron gravel to that. So now it should all suck out of here and momentarily show up here. Just give it a moment. Come on. Anytime now. Pipes are a little slow. But yeah, there it goes. And it might backlog here for a moment because, you know, we have this big chunk of ore that we're processing, but there it goes. So, what do we do from here? Well, I think I'm going to get to that next episode because right now I don't have enough materials for it, but the idea is that I'm going to get this other slag furnace going. That all I need is another pneumatic servo, and so I just need a little bit more iron. Ironically, I'm cooking up a bunch of iron right now, so I'll have some iron pretty quick here. Take the pneumatic servo and whitelist that one as well. So then we're gonna have reduced iron chunks in here. Now you'll notice I've moved the crystallizer. It used to be here, and I've put it over here. Now why have I done that? Well, what I've done is I've run the lead wire all the way over to here so that it's all powered. But what we're gonna do is this crystallizer, to get around this round robin thing, we're going to use routers to do a round robin style thing with item ducts and round robin. So honestly, I got to collect a bunch of dark iron. I don't have the routers to do this yet. So next time we will get that going. And in the meantime, I'm probably going to do a little bit more cleanup of this. I don't like that all these barrels are sitting here just collecting random items. I need to clean this up a bit. This is kind of the area I have planned here is kind of the ore processing area. And then up along this wall, we're going to have different materials in barrels or deep storage units or something. I haven't really decided yet. So this is kind of the workhorse area where all the automated production goes. So that way the only thing coming out of here are materials that we want to use. And a lot of the barrel stuff there is stuff that I don't actually want to use, like the cracked sand and the dried sand and all that stuff. So what I might need to do is get a recycler going or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but I'll probably do a little bit more cleanup on that. Obviously, I've been sitting here waiting for mud bricks to pop out since we've got that all automated now. Every so often, I just grab a little pile of bricks and come all the way up here, all the way up over here, and just keep adding to my my tree island. It is the only problem with using mud bricks to build is that you gotta be real patient for materials because, you know, unless I go find a mud biome, I'm not getting any more bricks than what's processed through the sludge boiler. So in the meantime, we're kind of good to go. If you have any questions about this ore processing setup, let me know in the comments. It is a little bit complicated to do, but the result is going to be that we have a fairly robust system for getting a lot of usable materials out of very few raw materials. So that is kind of, you know, what you would hope to do. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.